No mistake, brother. Sorry. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Hello, Tommy. Antonio Miranda. I can't be on time. I want to make you wait, you haters. I don't want to make Tommy wait, but the haters, I don't mind. Haters, I don't mind making you wait a little bit. So, it's kind of a weird thing. Everybody seems like they're making money, right? But everybody's miserable. I don't understand it. It's like I read all these comments, feel like, man, I kicked ass with friggin' GameStop. I did great. I'm friggin' happy. But then 2 minutes later, they're like friggin' miserable. They're like, breaking my balls, you piece of shit, Apefather, you mother effer. I just don't understand. If everybody's making money, why isn't everybody happy? Everybody should be effing happy, right? That's just the way I see it. I don't know. Maybe I'm friggin' old fashioned, but when I make the green, baby, I love the green more than you know. Gotta let it show. I love the dough. When I make the green, when I make the dough, you gotta believe that I'm smiling. I got a glow, baby. I'm like the friggin' Last Dragon. Remember that? I'm like Leroy. I'm glowing, mother effers. But you guys, you seem like you're all pissed off. I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe someone could explain that to me like I'm a 6-year-old. Chad Clifford, right? One of the haters. He's like, I'm making money hand over fist. I made money with GameStop all the way up to 80. Then I got back into the 20s and I made money again and I made money again. And it's like he comes here pissed off. He comes here like his life sucks, ball sack. Could someone explain that to me like I'm a 6-year-old? So it's either one of two things. It's either nobody's making money, you're all jiving me, you're all lying to me, you're all big fat effing liars, or, okay, you're strange. People are strange when you're a stranger. Why are you miserable when you're making cash? Everyone should have a big stash by now, but you seem to be miserable when you're strange. I just don't get it. Anyway, we'll change subjects. So, is the GameStop run over? I don't think so. I don't think so. And I even think same thing with AMC. I don't think it's over. I think you're going to see a lot of runs. I don't even think it's because of Keith Gill, if you want to know the truth. I don't know what's going on with that dude. I think he might have some insider connections. Again, I'll say it's alleged. But he popped up after friggin' 4 years, and it's like he just knew exactly the timing of when to come back in. I'll let it, you could all have your opinions on why that is, but I will say this. I don't think it's Keith Gill. I really don't think he's causing the GameStop runs. I think there's something going on. I think there's a lot of covering going on. I think the hedge funds made us wait a very long time. Okay, they wanted rock bottom prices, and I think that's what's happening. It's just subject to my opinion because look, people are saying it's fundamental reasons. These people are smoking like friggin' marijuana. They're smoking friggin' grass. These people. Listen to me. There's nothing fundamental that makes a stock go from 14 to 80, or that makes a stock go from 80 to friggin' under 20 in a day. That the days. Bad earnings, my friggin' ASS. I don't give a shit about that. Okay, nothing causes the stock to make movements like that. This is something eternal. This is something inside, and that's what I've learned about the stock market, and that's what I learned about cryptocurrencies, and that's why I really don't like to dedicate a lot of money to it. It's kind of like you're taking a piggyback ride on something that's happening on the inside. That's it. So you got to be able to read. You got to be able to read the news. You got to be able to smell the sizzle, feel the sizzle. And when something happens, you got to just have, the timing. That's it. It's all about timing. And luckily, maybe you catch something at the right time. You take a nice ride. You're not greedy. You're not a greedy mother effer. And you get out and you take your profits and you're a happy mother effer, right? But that's why I just don't like the stock market because it's like absolutely no control. It's like, okay, yeah, look, we've been waiting for like years. We've been watching GameStop and AMC in the gutter. Okay. And now, yeah, okay, we had our day in the sun. Look, every friggin' dog has their day. Every ape has their day. But this is the thing. You got to wait 4 years for that shit. See, Ape Father wants to win every day. That's why my main thing, as you all know, is the V for Victory project. That's why you all know Ape Father has the majority of his wealth, gold, cash, and real estate. That's never going to change. I play the market. I play. See, Antonio thinks I don't play. He thinks I don't play crypto. Okay. Actually, Mbot had a really great day not too long ago. It shot up. It shot up like 100%, Antonio. See, Antonio, you only want to talk about the negatives. Antonio doesn't like to talk about the positives. Mbot had a day where not too long ago, but 100% it went up. Uh, Antonio, you're a psycho. You're really just not playing with a full deck of cards, okay? Okay, this is the difference. Antonio writes, I'm on my path to retirement. Okay, I'm already retired. Antonio, do you want to know the difference between me and you? I'm gonna tell you the difference between me and you. You just wrote in your on your comment, right? On the path, on the path to retirement. I'm already retired. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't age doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. I'm already retired. Okay, so Antonio, you still got a long way to be me. Anyway, so getting back. Getting back. Antonio, I never really worked. Listen to me. Even when I was your age, okay, my sales jobs, I was an independent contractor. Listen to me. I made my own hours. I used to, when I was working for City Search, most of my time, Antonio, when I was your age, most of my time was spent in restaurants because I was selling restaurants. I'm eating steaks. I'm getting like cheeseburgers. I'm having beers. This is what I'm working. I'm working. I'm at restaurants, eating dinner, talking to the owner, selling him a friggin' package and eating friggin' steaks. So yeah, I think I probably was retired at 31. Yeah, because even when I was working, honestly, it wasn't work. Okay, you take things out of context. You take things out of context. There's a difference between my life now and obviously my life in 2017. My life in 2017, like struggling just meant that I had a small apartment, you understand, versus a big house with an in-ground pool. Okay, that's what that meant. But yeah, I was working and I was making money and my job wasn't that hard. Okay, it's just that I wanted to be in a bigger place, which happened. Okay, so that's all it means. You never had issues. You're lying, Antonio. Everyone at some point lived in a small place. Come on, stop it. So what? You lived in a mansion your whole life? Is that what you're trying to make us all believe that you lived in a mansion since you were like friggin' a teenager? It's either one of two things, Antonio. You were living with mommy and daddy, okay? You were living with mama and dada and papa, right? Or everyone at some point got that small apartment. Everyone did that. Whatever. Antonio, I have more money than you. I'm richer than you. And in all honesty and fairness, you'll never catch up to me. Okay. So keep doing your cryptos, keep doing everything you're doing. You will never ever catch up to me. It's not never gonna happen. By the time you get to a $3 million net worth, I'll have a $30 million net worth. Then by the time you get to a $30 million net worth, I'll have a $300 million net worth. And then by the time you get to a $300 million net worth, I'll be 3 billion. Okay, so you'll always be chasing me. Antonio, you will never be over $10 million. You're full of shit. You know what the problem is with these live streams? You know what the problem is that they're filled with psychopathic, lunatic people that just love to make up shit. You got one guy, the regulator, he's worth over 100 million, right? You got this guy, Antonio, he's worth 10 million. Okay. You got Dale, who can't even afford Dale's Garage. He can't afford a fish sandwich at McDonald's. This guy's worth about 20 million. Chad Clifford says he's got all the cash in the world, can't withdraw a couple of $1,000s in cash. He can't freaking do it. Okay. So it's just that it's like everybody's got like all this money, but there's only one problem. All of you don't show anything. See, like the difference is with me, I show things. You don't show anything. I'm swimming in a $75,000 in-ground pool. You're seeing me live a lifestyle that makes sense in terms of someone of my wealth. Whereas what am I seeing with you guys? I'm seeing Dale, okay, who basically has to buy a car that's got all kinds of shit at the bottom of. He buys these cars at auction for $50. They come with like friggin' chicken McNuggets, hamburgers, barbecue sauce, honey mustard all over the friggin' car. He's licking the car clean. He's sucking the barbecue sauce with the chicken nuggets. This is what I see with you guys. So I'll tell you what, Antonio, if you're worth $10 million, you go make a video. You go make a video. I'll tell you what, show 1 million. Is that fair enough? Listen to me. You don't have to show the whole 10. Listen to me. You don't have to show the whole 10. Show 1 million. Okay? Until then, shut the F up. But listen to me. You keep saying all these things and make a video. This is what you do. Make a video. Make a video. What's the big deal to show 1 million? That's only 10%. That's only 10% of 10 million. Show $1 million. Listen, no big deal. That should be simple for you. But the difference is I've shown things. You don't show anything. I've shown like my wife got $1 million. I've shown $100,000 or more in cash. What have you shown? What have you shown? Nothing. You show nothing. All of you people talk all this shit, but you don't show anything. And you're all friggin' miserable. Oh, now it's the end of 2025. Okay. Now I see. Do you see how everything just changed with Antonio? 1 minute he was worth $10 million right now, but now it's the end of 2025. Okay. Listen, you know what happens to people who assume? They make an ass when you assume. An ass out of you and me. Never assume your wealth. That's the worst thing you could ever do, because shit always has a way of not working out. Okay, trust me. Shit always has a way of not working out. Never, ever assume your wealth. You know what you got to do in life, Antonio? Let me give you a piece of advice. This is not financial advice. This is friendly advice. Base things are what you actually have. That's what you need to do. Base things are what you know is realistic. Okay, don't, because I could say the same shit. I could see, but I don't do that. I never do that. Like, I don't tell people, I'm going to be whatever, worth so and so amount of money by the end of the year. I don't do that. I base it on what I currently have. That's what I do. Worth $3 million. Now, this is the thing. As time goes on and my situation changes, then I'm going to report the news, okay? But you see, what you all do is that you're doing what's called an assumption. It's an assumption. Oh, I'm going to be worth $10 million in 2025. And then what happens if the cryptocurrency market collapses? Did you ever consider that? Did you ever consider whatever you're in collapses? Okay? Stop assuming. Stop assuming. Well, break it. You guys forced me to say that shit. I call the casino a lifetime achievement goal. This is what I've always said. Can I tell you what it is? I call the casino a lifetime achievement. But then all of you people pressure me, and then I'll say, all right, give me to the end of the year. But I always called it a lifetime achievement goal. I always called it a lifetime achievement goal. Yet I will be a billionaire. But there really doesn't have to be a timeline. Look, I'm living a great life. I wake up when I want. I have no boss. I have $15,000 a month coming in every single month. I do whatever the F-U-C-K I please. My life is good. This guy keeps telling me to get a job. Vladimir, I don't have to get a job. You know why I don't have to get a job? Because I have tremendous money. I don't have to get a job. You have to get a job. Okay, you have to get a job. You don't have my lifestyle. You have to get a job, Vladimir. Okay, you have to get a job. He keeps telling me this all this time. Vladimir, I have 15, 20,000 a month coming in every month, like friggin' clockwork. I don't have to get a job. You have to get a job. Because you people are, look, ball breaker, you guys are trying to get me in trouble. I don't trust you. You guys are trying to get me in trouble. This guy gives me a super chat. I have no idea why this guy gives me a super chat. I have no idea. Antonio Miranda. Vladimir, you have to understand something. We're gonna start with Vladimir, then we're gonna get to Antonio, who just gave me a super chat. You don't have to get a job when you're the Apefather, okay? Apefather, the money I have, by the way, Antonio, is not from my father. I don't know where you got that from. My father gave money to my children. Okay, he didn't give any money to me. Okay, so I don't know what you're talking about. As far as my wife, any amount of money that my wife earns is my money. It's the same thing with any amount of money that I earn is her money. You understand? So that's the way it is. It's called marriage. It's called, when you file taxes, it's called a joint return. Okay. It's the same thing with net worth. You're equal, like, in other words, many celebrities, you hear them all the time. When they say I'm worth 500 million or something, they're including their entire household net worth. They're including their wife's net worth. They're including their net worth. So It's not the case. We're married, Antonio. If we get divorced, then you're correct. Then you're correct in your assessment. Okay, but we're married, and as long as we're married, it's considered both of our net worths combined. Okay, so anyway, that's that. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. It's really not. I don't know why people argue this. When you're married, like it's a combined net worth. Now, if you get divorced, that's a different story. Oh, that especially if there's no prenup. If there's no prenup, then 50% goes to your wife. I did read the super chat, and I disagree with you on the comment of my father. You said 500,000 from my father to the kid. Okay, to the kids, but I'm not counting that money. I'm not counting their money. Okay, I'm not counting. I have cash, I have gold, I have a portfolio, and yes, me and my wife's combined net worth. I am not counting my kids' money. I'm not counting their money. I'm not afraid of anything. He's like, why am I afraid? I've never promoted a scam in my life. This is why I can't do too many live streams with you guys. You guys are all psychos. So let me talk about something else because I can't even look at these comments. So I'm going out with the family very soon. You know, we're gonna have a beautiful family day. It's getting a little late now, so I can't really stay. This is gonna be a short live stream. I'm probably gonna hang out with you guys another few more minutes. But this is the thing with me. The reason why I like to focus on other things besides the stock market and cryptocurrencies is look, only you guys are all bullshit honest. Okay. The real people who are the true investors in the stock market, in my opinion, they're the ones who feel the heat. Okay, they're the ones who feel the heat. All you guys who constantly say that the stock markets are at all-time high and you're making money hand over fist, you know it's bullshit. Okay, because I'm seeing people who are getting hurt. I'm seeing people, you know, out of a split second. Okay, 1 minute you're up. Look at what happened to Rory Kitty. Look at what happened to Rory Kitty. The guy lost on paper, like $200 million in a single friggin' day. Okay, so don't tell me that there aren't people out there that are frustrated with the stock market. Okay, don't tell me that there are people frustrated with certain things. Of course they are. GDD, solar electricity, Chinese electric cars, great investment. Listen, we've seen a lot of great things from electric cars. I'm not. It's not financial advice, entertainment purposes only. AI, we're seeing a lot of great things. We're seeing a lot of great things from the media. We're seeing a lot of great things from a lot of industries. You know what I mean? Even cannabis. There's a lot of exciting things happening. Okay, but this is what the key is. No matter what, I'm not switching my game plan. I just decided, for me, you understand? I love having gold. This is how I feel. I love having cash. I love having gold, and I love having real estate. And I'm just not going to change. I'm not going. I don't care. You could bring me the hottest play. You could bring me the hottest play in the world. I'm not changing that. I'm not changing. I go to sleep like a baby every night, knowing I have tremendous gold, knowing I have tremendous cash and real estate, and that will always be 90% of my net worth. Like you'll see one day, if Apefather becomes like a billionaire, they're going to say concentration of wealth, right? It's going to say 90% precious metals, cash, and real estate. That 10% will be a mixture of a lot of things, stocks, cryptocurrencies, any type of risky ventures. That's just the way I see it. That's just the way. I don't change every day. That's what I always say. Listen, you know what the problem is? All of you know I'm smart. All of you know that. You know that I'm smart, and I think that you get very upset because you want to see me fail. That's what it is. And the thing is, with my current plan, I can't fail. That's the thing. I have a plan which is like foolproof. You follow me? In other words, I have a plan where I can dip my toe into place. You follow me? But see, my strategy is I use money I don't care about. I use money. I'll never be like a roaring kitty where I'm not going to ever do that. Where I'm going to put from like 300, $400 million into one stock. That's freaking crazy. I'm not going to do that. Okay. So with my plan, I could still make money, but I'm not going to get hurt. And the majority of my wealth is in a safe place. It's very hard to make money, guys. It's very, very difficult to make money. And why do you want to take a chance of losing it? I don't want to do that no more in my life. I just don't want to do it. I've been down this road before. I put a tremendous amount of money in AMC. I'm not going to ever do that again. That's a learning lesson. It was a life learning lesson for me. I'll never do that again. But I'll still play AMC. I'll still play the AMC game. I've been playing the GameStop game. I'll play the DJT game. I'll play Trio Petroleum game, Barnes and Noble Education game. I'll play all. See, you know what I like about my strategy is I can play any game I want to play. I can play any game, even XRP if I want, even crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I can play everything. But here's the thing: I go to bed very, very comfortable because it doesn't matter to me market trends. Market trends. I don't care if the market collapses. I don't care if the market is steady. I don't care if we're in a bull market, bear market. Doesn't matter to me because the 10% of the money I'm putting into these plays, I can live without. I don't need it to survive. I don't need it to pay bills. And the funny thing is that you could actually still make a substantial amount of money because look, you see what happened with GameStop. It shot from friggin' 14 to 80. Like, listen to me, even if you don't have a large amount of money, you could still do very well. You could do very well with options. You could do very well with options, and that doesn't require a lot of money at all either. So, you see, I learned this. It took me a long time. I got to say, Strongman Personal Finance was right about something. You want me to tell you what he was right about? I hate to give that mother effer credit, but he was right about something. He said to me, look, if you believe in the MOAS, this is what he was always telling me, right? Why do you have to put up so much money? Why do you have to put up $250,000? Put up 10,000. He goes, and if this friggin' thing squeezes the way that you believe it's going to squeeze, you're still going to do very well. I didn't want to admit it, but that made so much sense to me when he said that to me. And when I was on his live stream, I didn't want to give him credit because we're battling. It's a battle. So but if you want me to be honest with you, when he said that to me, it really rang a bell in my head. It made perfect sense. You don't have to put up, if you all believe in the MOAS, you believe that certain stocks are going to friggin' fly, right? Then why do you have to put up so much money? You don't have to do it. You could put up small money. He was right about that. Anyway, let me see. Where do you buy your gold? I don't like, buying gold online, to be honest with you. I go to local shops. I wait for them. I have local shops here in my area, like Waretown Gold, and I typically buy it right cash on the spot. That's what I typically do, and then I have my safe deposit box. What's up, Back to the Future? Yep, I think it's going to shoot up, Nvidia. I really think. I know most companies after a split go down, but I actually think that you're going to see this thing go right back to 1,000. I feel. I mean, not overnight. It's going to take some time, but I think this thing is going to keep rising. Nvidia prints money. That's just my opinion. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner, but I definitely believe in Nvidia. Denzel is identical to Apefather. What are you talking about? I watched The Equalizer 3. That was my least favorite one out of all of them. I mean, I just felt it's just so unrealistic. See, the other ones, I like where there's got to be a certain level of like realistic shit. When something is completely unrealistic, it's unless it's like Superman or some shit, then I like it. But you can't be taking on the entire mafia like how Denzel did. It's too much. One man can't beat the entire mafia. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. It's like Rambo. Remember Rambo he'll take on the entire friggin' army. He'll beat 300 men. I love Stallone though. Anyway, Zadie, you keep saying Zadie smoked me. What did he say? What did Zadie Savage say? Here's a guy who promised to come to my friggin' protest, didn't come. Promised to come to my meet and greet, didn't come. What are you gonna do? Not really a man of his word. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just a little unrealistic, Antonio. That's what I'm saying. You keep saying like I'm broke. I don't understand. When I have more money than you'll have in your generation, Vladimir, your children's generation, your grandchildren's generation, and your great grandchildren's generation, I'll have more money than the next four generations of your family. And you keep saying I'm broke. I just don't. I don't get that. Zanny Savage, debate me. What do you want to talk about, Zanny? You said you were going to come to my. Let's talk about Zanny Savage, okay? You said you were going to come to my protest, never did. Okay? You said you were going to come to my meet and greet, never did. And then you talk about most of the time you don't even come to my live streams. I think this is the first time I saw Zanny. This is the first time I saw Zanny at actually one of my live streams. Guy never comes. Okay? So the first thing you really have to ask yourself is, why do you lie for? Why do you lie all the time? Zanny, I have emails. Listen to me. I have email proof saying you're coming to my protest. You said you and your brother were coming to my protest. Okay? You never did. Okay? Then I have email proof saying that you're coming to my friggin' meet and greets. You don't friggin' come. Okay? So the first thing we got to debate is, why do you lie? Why do you lie about everything? That's the debate question number one. Okay? Guys, all you guys can keep saying all this shit, but nobody proves anything. Nobody proves anything, okay? Vladimir, why not say you own a $40 million house? Listen, why does it have to be 1.4 million? We know you live in a basement apartment. Okay? We know that you live in a basement apartment. See, if I was you, Vladimir, I wouldn't even hold back. You say 1.4 million. Why don't you go with 10.4? Why don't you go with 20.4? I'm not scared of anybody. I'm not scared of nobody. That's why I go to protest. And if you're probably the ones that are afraid because you don't come. Okay. I offered a pool party. Everybody could have came to my house, but I guess you're the broke ones. Think about this for a second. I was offering a pool party. I don't care about the money because I canceled it. I canceled it the next day. But I was offering, think about haters. Think about, like, all you guys are rich, right? All you guys are super rich, but yet you could have come up with $150. Think about this for a second. To actually come into my house. You could shit in my pool. Think about this. I gave you an opportunity. I gave you for a lousy, you guys are super rich people, right? You guys are super rich people, right? $1.4 million houses, $10 million friggin' portfolios, right? But yet, for some reason, you couldn't come up with $150 to come to the Apefather's house where you could have did whatever the F-U-C-K you pleased. You could have did anything if you wanted to take a friggin' crap in my hot tub, you could have did it. If you wanted to take a crap in my pool, you could have did it, okay? But think about this. For some reason, right? Think about this. You couldn't come up with $150. Can someone give me an explanation on that? I'm just saying, if someone gave me an opportunity, okay, like, I'll give you a perfect example, Lou. Lou was kind of like my competition, right? Okay, may he rest in peace. I wanted to meet Lou, and I was willing to offer Lou, check this out, $5,000 in cash I offered Lou, okay? I offered Lou $1,000 dinner. I said, Lou, pick the greatest Italian restaurant, I said, in New York City. This is when he was in New York, not the Dominican Republic. I said, Lou, pick the greatest Italian restaurant. I said, it's on the house. I said, you get a bottle of Cristal, you get a bottle of Dom Perignon, I'm paying for it, okay? But yet you people can't even come up with $150 and you're talking shit. You can't come up with $150. You're like, hey, Paul, I can't do it. I'm not comparing myself to anybody. I'm just making a point. I'm making a point that I was willing to put up the money. You understand? To beat my opponent. I was willing to put up cash, $5,000. I was willing to buy Lou $1,000 dinner. You guys aren't willing to spend a penny. You guys aren't willing to spend a penny. I have a meet and greet in Atlantic City. None of you come. Okay, John Nito came. John Nito came. And John Nito, let me tell you something. John Nito came with money. I have to give John Nito credit. John Nito came with money. John Nito had about, I think, $500 or more in his pocket. John Nito had about $500 on him. So you know what? Look, at first, everyone made fun of me. John Nito split the bill with me, okay? I felt bad. He wanted to do it. He was pressuring me. I said, John, it's on me. It's on the house. He says, no. He goes, I want to pay half the bill. So I allowed it. But see, this is what you guys don't know. I was throwing him chips when we were playing roulette. I was like, here's a $100 chip. I was throwing him money. And then the next day, to make it up to him, I took him to Carmine's. The next day, I spent like friggin' $400 or more at Carmine's. I said it's on the house. I paid the whole bill with the tip, okay? But whatever, it's all good. It's not about meeting me, okay? All right. If someone hates me, all right, you're not catching this BF sniffer, okay? If someone hates me the way you people claim like you hate me, what's $150? It's nothing. It's balls, right? It's balls. It's measly for the opportunity to make a fool out of me. Like for the opportunity to come to my house, whatever, do whatever the F you want to do. Throw a steak at me, throw a hot dog at me, throw a hamburger at me, right? Piss in my friggin' hot tub, piss on my face, piss on my leg. I'm just saying, you had an opportunity, okay, to do that. And you chose to hold on to the $150. You see what I'm trying to say? So to me, that means you don't have money. Because think about this. I gave you a golden opportunity to make a complete jackass out of me. I gave you a golden opportunity. A golden opportunity. And I you know what? The more I thought about it, I regretted it really quick. And that's why I canceled it the next day. Because my wife was telling me, my wife was like, you freaking crazy? You could have these lunatics come to your house, to our house. God only knows what they're going to do. But this is after I thought about it, I was like, she's right. But after I thought about it, I was like, I can't believe everybody didn't jump on the offer. I can't believe everybody didn't say, I'm in. It's because you don't have $150. Let's face the facts, okay? That's the debate, Zanny. That's the debate. Guys are saying you're worth $10 million. Regulators worth $100 million. Chad Clifford's worth billions of dollars, right? But you guys can't come up with $150. So with that said, it's about 30 minutes in. I'm going to be leaving now because I'm going to go have fun with the fam. I will be doing a lot of lives because I have to catch up. I will be doing a lot more lives tonight. Probably at least 2 or 3 more lives. All right, so I'm out for now. Thank you, Antonio. My freaking arch nemesis here constantly gives me super chats. I have no idea why. But thank you. V for victory. Everything I said in this live stream is not financial advice. I am not a financial planner, but I'm the greatest entertainer who has lived on planet Earth and the entire universe, baby. I'm going to do a lot of lives. I will say hello to the family, Back to the Future. I love you, brother. I will do it. Hey, I don't know if you realize this. Check my lives. I'm approaching 200 lives. I'm doing a lot of lives here. This the last couple of months, okay? I'm doing a lot of lives. Go check my channel. Go check my YouTube channel. I think this is almost 160. I'm doing a lot of lives, and I'm going to do more. Be for victory. God bless. Not financial advice, entertainment purposes only.